Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna show you how to set up Project Babble to work with face tracking on your computer because I don't see much, or I didn't really see any tutorials out there that show you how to do this. So I'm gonna be the first to do that. So what you want to do is you want to download Project Babble from their GitHub, which is linked below. But just to make sure you want to go into your link. You want to go here. And you can probably just search up Project Babble, and it will probably show up as the first list, or whatever. Or this will show up, and this will lead you right here, latest release of Project Babble. You can click here, and that'll show you to the GitHub. So you can just click this button, and it will show you to the setup. So now, once you have the setup, you want to double click and it'll show you all of the install. You don't have to do anything, I believe. You can just click through and it'll install it for you. But there is an issue because it will say Windows protected your PC before it says this, probably. But then after that, you can just press more info and you can click run, and you'll just continue the setup. So once you have Project Babble installed, what you want to do is open Windows. You want to type in Babble. It'll probably show as the first thing on your computer, Project Babble. And what you want to do is either click here, open, or you can just click here. You'll set up all this stuff for your needs, and you now have Project Babble open. You're going to start with really just nothing as a starter. So as for the camera address, you want to put in as a default 0, but for me 0 isn't the default as it shows something different. But for now I'm going to use this as an example. If 0 doesn't work and shows a completely different camera, make sure to go either 1, 2, 3, or 4 and so on until you find your camera that you need. The only issue is that whenever you want to make a change to the camera, you have to close Project Babble and you have to reopen it in order to update to the new camera you want to use, which is pretty annoying, but unfortunately is how it works. So now that you have the right camera device, for me it's this virtual camera, but for this example only, I'm going to use camera number 0 because that is the camera for my phone since I'm on desktop. We're going to use this. So I'm going to connect to my phone real quick. However, the video will be blurred for privacy reasons. So yeah. Alright. Okay. So once you have your camera connected, you have to use some certain features to get your camera upright. But first of all, your rotation would be set back to 0 as a starter. What you want to do is rotate this until it is upright. If you happen to be upside down or flipped horizontally, you can use these to fix that up. These are very helpful for, my face tracking on my headset. So, yeah. The next thing you want to do is go to cropping mode, because now you want to give Project Babble your mouth, a crop of your mouth, so that it can focus on what it really needs to track. So what I recommend is cropping probably from the neck all the way up to maybe just where your nose is, and maybe near the shoulders too, just to give it best clarity. The result may be different, but whatever works right for you is great. So yeah. If you want to set this up for VRChat, this is what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to go to VRC face tracking, and you will get this. If you happen to find this, you can go here, and you can click here, latest release page for the MSIX. So yeah, sends you to the same page. You can just click here, and once you open that, it will send you to like this weird like thing like VRC face tracking. It'll show you like install or cancel. You can just click install. Once you installed it, you can probably open it by searching up VRCF, because then it'll show VRChat face tracking. It won't start exactly like this because I already have it installed. But what you want to do is go to the module registry, and if you scroll down, you will find, or somewhere, you will find VRCFT Babble. There will be an install button, so you just want to click that. With that, once you've clicked that, it'll install it. So then what you want to do is restart the app, open it again, and it'll automatically start Project Babble face tracking interference model, whatever. And now you have set up Project Babble for VRChat face tracking. So now that you have opened VRChat, you want to find at least like a face tracking avatar. Your best bet to find a face tracking avatar is probably Prismic's avatar search, because that has a bunch of avatars that you can search for. I have found quite a bunch of face tracking avatars here. So you're just gonna wait for this to process real quick. Once it is processed, your the avatars, you can maybe search up something like face tracking, or maybe VRCFT. VRCFT will probably do you best because that is, well, that's the name of it. So I'm going to find an avatar. I will pick this one because this is my favorite avatar base. So if face tracking doesn't show, that's fine. You just forgot a step. Unless if it's already on, then you're good to go. If you don't have it on, you want to go to options, want to go to OSC, and here you will click enabled. So now that you have enabled OSC, Babble should work. For me, I have not calibrated fully because this is a completely new camera that is not the one I am currently using, so this is not fully calibrated. However, if your mouth is a mess initially, there is something I want you to try. So I want you to go to settings in VRC face tracking. You want to go to calibration settings. Here you can click the calibrate button to temporarily increase the influence of calibration. It will make your face look like a mess, but that is for calibration reasons. So when it stops, you'll notice that the influence will go back down to this number. That means it has finished trying to calibrate itself to the Project Babble. If it's still not as accurate, try and tweak your settings in Project Babble for at least your needs. So yeah, thank you for watching, and you will never see a tutorial from me for the next year or couple of months or 2 years or how long it's gonna be. Thank you.